Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the special AMA session for our community. My name is Steve. I'm thrilled to be facilitating today's conversation. We've all gathered here to meet eCredits' new leader, Sally Mushigwari. Sally, it's a pleasure to welcome you aboard.
Thank you, Steve. Hi, everyone.
Under Sally's leadership, we'll be anticipating a new era of eCredits, marked by innovation, growth, and strengthening our community of users. But before we dive into the questions themselves, let's give an official warm welcome to Sally and hear a few opening statements from her.
Thank you. Hey, everyone. Thank you first for having me on board. It's a pleasure to connect with you all during this first AMA session. I am thrilled to embark on this journey with also a company that has been already established itself as a leader, especially a European leader in the space. And I'm excited to actually push this forward, push this project forward. So for my vision for eCredits is basically not only to continue the legacy that has been started when it comes to innovation and reliability, product reliability when it comes to a Web3 product, but also to take it to new heights. So for the coming months, and I would say also years, my focus would be on two key areas. One of them is to continue innovating and to update the technology that we currently have at hand. And the second thing would be more in the, I would say, the business development and partnerships and growth space, where would be not only innovating on project level, but then actually market validating it and pushing it forward and giving it further exposure. This is when it comes to the key areas of my focus for this phase.
Awesome. That's great to hear that. But can you also share with the community a little bit about your background, your experience in the Web3 industry, and
for sure,
basically how that aligns with with you leading eCredits?
For sure. Basically, I've been in this space when we talk about this space, I mean the Web3 space since 2015. I started off first in the VC space, working with some of the, I would say, tier 2 global VCs. From there, after having done a lot of due diligence, project due diligence, I actually got exposed to the projects directly. And there I realized that I was more into the product side than the investment side, and I liked the product aspect of all of this. And afterwards, I also got in touch with different teams and projects, and I realized that I also like the Web3 element of and the startup element in all of that. So I started digging in deeper. I work with several, I would say, currently now tier 1 projects. I don't want to publicize them on this AMA, but many of which raised, I would say, tens and hundreds of millions in either pre-seed, seed, and Series A. After that, I worked with also with Near Protocol in the European Regional Hub as partnerships and BD lead. I was also, I'm a co-founder of one of the top projects on Near NFT projects. I am also a co-founder in a leading Web3 development agency in Central and Eastern Europe. So when it comes to Web3, I have done the entire loop, be it from the investment side, but also on the product development side, then validating it when it comes to the go-to-market strategies and so on.
And so you basically have the grasp of the whole Web3.
The whole product cycle, I would say.
Awesome. It's great to hear. But what are some of the changes that the eCredits community can anticipate with this changing leadership?
When it comes to my leadership style is usually geared towards, I would say, fostering a more dynamic, efficient, and community-centric environment. And this is something that I realize that the eCredits community currently needs. When it comes to being dynamic, I think that we will be, and this will be hopefully evident to everyone in this community, that we will be prioritizing a faster pace of development and also decision-making. And this is something that maybe has been lacking over the past few years, and we will try to prioritize this. This means quicker implementations of new features. This also means better responsiveness from the team and a more proactive approach to also market changes, which is a very dynamic space at the moment. So I would say that everyone should expect to see eCredits adapting more rapidly to the evolving space that we're currently in. I would also move away from the rigid top-down decision making and embrace a more organic approach in this, I would say, real-world applications and user experiences. We want to make everything more user-friendly and fluid. And we also need to align with the feedback of the community. And this is something important. And if we want to actually pioneer for what we call Web 2.5, we need to combine basically the best of both worlds. So this is the I would say the user friendliness of Web 2.0 with the decentralized but community-driven ethos of Web 3, and we can and basically this hybrid approach can set a new standard in this space. And the core strategy would be a commitment to inclusivity. We need to recognize that the true power of the platform lies in the community. So moving forward, we should make their voices heard.
Yeah, absolutely agree. But how do you perceive the current state of the Web3 space, and where does eCredit fit between them?
The Web3 space is, I would say, very evolving. It's a very evolving space at the moment. It's also cyclical. At the moment, we are hopefully at the steps of the new bull market. We are hopefully at the end of the current bear market. So everything is evolving very fast, and be it on technology level, but also on market competitiveness level, but it's also maturing. I can tell you that it's matured significantly over the past. Now compared to what it was 2 years ago, even a year ago, is quite positive, I would say. And eCredits currently, I believe that we stand, we are very well positioned. Where we stand today, we are very well positioned with the current market, the changes with the current market cycles that we see in the space. First, I would want to say that we are initially an EU-based compliant blockchain. We have the fully compliant technology within the EU regulatory framework. And this is something that the team has been trying to achieve for more than 6 years. And this gives us a very good standing position with whatever we want to achieve in the future. Most of the currently existent chains out there, and we're talking about the top 10, top 20, everyone is going into the narrative of compliance and of regulatory compliance, because they do realize that this is the only way that they can attract institutional investors. And this is something that we've been working actively on for the past 5 to 6 years, and we have been able to achieve that. So we do have, I would say, a good standing point and a firm standing ground to do what we want to do in the future. ECS, which is our native coin, is successfully in circulation. And the idea moving forward is to actually, this aligns also with our business strategy, is to basically create these partnerships, open up, a pipeline of new partnerships, so we can go into further listings, so we can go into creating further use cases for the token, because it's all about supply and demand. And the more that we create use cases and utility for this token, the further the value will increase. Another thing to note is that everything that we've been doing so far, we can say that is at a post-launch. I mean, it's at a soft launch, basically. A phase, and we are now in the post-launch of the soft launch, and we have a significant community. The fact that I could proudly say that we had more than 700 signups for this AMA, and the fact that this is, it's Monday afternoon, 3 p.m. CET, which is usually also during working hours. We have this, I would say, significant show rate is a testament that we have an actual community, unlike many of these Web3 projects that are just using bots that are botted for activity. And we need to be proud of this user base, but we also need to retain it and grow it. And we currently have more than 60,000 users on the eCredit wallet, and around 240,000 on-chain users on the blockchain itself. And this is a number that we would definitely would want to grow in the future. But given that these are real numbers of real people for a European project, this is I would say significant. Another thing about where we stand today is I'm sure everyone has heard about real-world asset tokenization, and whoever has not heard of that yet will definitely be hearing about that within the coming months. This is a very hot topic in the Web3 space, and we have already started with real-world asset tokenization projects and use cases on the chain. I am sure that most of you might have heard about the recent success with the tokenization of the Habsburg gem that was announced a few months ago. And this project will continue within 2024 when it comes to on the technical side with the tokenization, but also you will be hearing more about it from the marketing and PR team. And we have a lot of other projects in the pipeline as well when it comes to real world asset tokenization. And the last thing about where we stand today is basically the fact that, and this is also a shout out to our partners, Blocktrade. Blocktrade is is our ecosystem exchange. They are fully regulated and compliant EU-based exchange. And the idea moving forward now is to try to grow the coin on other exchanges, but everyone needs to understand that over the past few months, and I would say years, what we've been trying to do is become fully compliant, and with that, it means that we need to be quite selective with where the coin goes to in the beginning, just so we can stay fully compliant. Now, moving forward, this is still a priority for us, and we will try to navigate these waters while trying to basically pursue growth moving forwards. Yes.
Great to hear that. We have noticed some changes around the platform the past couple of days. What can you tell us more about the current rebranding of eCredits, and what's the idea behind it?
Yeah, for sure. Basically, when I was initially introduced to the project and exposed to it, I realized that there's a lot of ambiguity when it comes to the existent branding, because eCredits currently presents itself as three identities, I would say. One is the chain, which is the L1 that we have. The second thing is the wallet, which is the eCredits wallet that we have, and the third thing is actually the merchant suite that we have. And this trifold of identity is a bit, to me, it's diluting the brand strength and creating confusion. And we want to, moving forward, basically try to redefine this brand and impose also some product clarity. With the first thing that we did is also because we want to follow with the wave of trends and innovation and everything that is happening in the space. We basically, as you can see, or you might have noticed that we have already changed the E logo of the eCredits with the new colors. The idea moving forward is, but this is something to be, I would say, to be announced in the within the coming weeks, hopefully after the holidays, is that we will be rebranding also the chain. By rebranding, I mean changing the name of the chain into something else, basically to start distinguishing the different products that we have. Also, with the common goal of growing these products in parallel with each other, to be able to also create new use cases on this chain beyond the merchant suit product that we currently have. Because the idea is that ECS is the native coin of this chain, and the more use cases we bring on this chain, the more value we create for ECS.
I know we touched on the real world asset tokenization previously, but can you go into a little bit more detail about that? Like, what are some any specific strategies or upcoming projects related to RWA that you can share right now?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to real-world asset tokenization, I can say that, for example, from the latest reports of, for example, by Roland Berger, it says that this is a 10 trillion future. It's basically tokenization of real-world assets isn't something of the future. It's happening now. We estimate that the total market for tokenization by conservative estimates will significantly exceed 10 trillion by 2030. And this is what a lot of these existent projects have started to focus on in the spaces of, for example, real estate, insurance, even public credits and equities, in the space of refi, agriculture, state finance, and multi-assets. We want to tap into this market. We have already started. We already have ecosystem partners that are going to be featured in the eCredits wallet app. I already mentioned the GEMS token. This was one of the, I would say, initial projects, but we have several other ones round up in the pipeline. We also have a product that is going to launch on chain. This is basically a token launchpad. So everyone who wants to actually tokenize assets that they have can actually do it directly through this product, which is going to be featured on our chain. And the idea is that we want to attract as much as projects as possible. Then the idea is that all of these real-world asset tokenization projects would have their own tokens, and these tokens will be on our chain. And this means that these tokens will also be in the eCredits wallet. And it means that our users will have direct access to these tokens. And these tokens will be also economically tied to the ECS token. And then the ECS token will become a real-world asset tokenization token. This aligns with our mission to basically empower the people and decentralize wealth. Because any person who has access to this wallet can actually now invest in a significant portion of any real world asset that is getting tokenized through the platform. And going back to that, I need to mention that the eCredits wallet itself, the application, the mobile application, is also getting a makeover. It's also getting an upgrade, not just design-wise, but also feature-wise. We have already started working on that for more than a month now. And we will be continuously working on that within the next 2 to 3 months. And hopefully, hopefully there's going to be also a feature change and update there. which you need to expect. So we are working in parallel on the chain, but also, to grow the use cases for it, but also while trying to improve and update the existing products that we have.
Thank you for the information. Going back to the question from the community, will other cryptocurrencies, altcoins, be available in the eCredits wallets?
Yeah, I think also touched upon this indirectly previously with the information that I provided. The idea is that, for example, with these real world asset tokenization projects that we have, all of these are going to basically, all of these projects, the main purpose of them is actually spinning out different tokens. And then if these tokens are listed on the chain, then they will be supported within basically within the wallet address itself. So when it comes to when are we going to be listing alternative tokens, we are going to list everything that gets supported directly on the eCredits chain.
Yeah, awesome, amazing. Let's just wait here for another question to pop up. This is a big one. When should we expect the ability to convert ads to ECS?
I was waiting for this question. It took you too long. Yeah. I think this is a question that everyone has been anticipating so far, and I think this is a question that I was initially bombarded with as soon as my announcement went public.
Naturally.
Yeah. And I'm happy to say, just some drum roll. Yeah, that I'm happy to hereby say that the activity swap will go live today. It has actually already been pushed to live. Basically, you should expect this to go live within your applications within the next 10 minutes. This means that you need to update your application. Just go into your eCredits wallet app. It'll prompt you to update it. After it's updated, just to be on the safe side, just restart it, and you will be able to go into the assets section. And then you will find basically the act swap toggle feature. You can click on it. It'll get you first like a pop-up page, and basically with an info sheet about the act swap, and it's live. I'm already seeing the notifications on Telegram that act swap is live. Yes, I could say that act swap is live. The idea is that this goes into the strategy that we had. We want to be community centric, but by being community centric, it also means that we have to deliver on the promises that have been promised to the community.
Absolutely.
And this is something that has been long in the waiting, and it's something that I'm happy to say that it's finally live. Now, when it comes to the activity swap, kindly note that because there are technical restrictions in the sense that you will be able to swap per cycle 5% of your activities, which are equal to basically capped at 50,000 activities. The cycle starts basically it's monthly. So it starts actually from today, and it continues till the end of month. So from the beginning of January, a new cycle starts, and you can then. So basically, what you have actually resets, and then you can swap again 5% or up to 50,000 activities. Now, this percentage, the way that we have structured it, this percentage is made to actually increase with time. To 15% if there's activity, which means that the more that people use basically the wallet. So if you're performing payments, or if you're actually using the wallet, the more that you accrue activities, the more afterwards on chain this percentage would increase and can get you up to 15% swap. But this activity is also monthly. So if you do not use it, then if the second month the activity actually on chain decreases, then it goes back to 5%. But all in all, the activity is live, and you will be receiving further information, the activity swap, and you will be receiving basically further information about it in the upcoming communication that will be coming out from the marketing team later today and tomorrow moving forward. And speaking of communication by the marketing team, we are also, I don't want to throw a lot of information now at you directly, but this is also worth noting that we are planning 2 campaigns. One is the Diamond Hands campaign, and the second one is what we're calling the ECS Winter Sale campaign. So the Diamond Hand campaign is for after. Yes, we anticipate that everyone has been waiting for the activity swap, and everyone will be swapping their activities into ECS. The idea is that with the Diamond Hands campaign, we're having this campaign for a duration of 3 months. So if you keep your ECS and you hodl to them, or you hold on to them, you will be able to basically receive rewards at the end of this campaign. And these rewards are basically airdrops of directly ECS into your wallet. This is the Diamond Hands campaign, but more information will be given about it in the following 2 days. The other campaign is the ECS Winter Sale campaign, where basically you will be able to purchase ECS either through our wallet, the eCredits wallet, directly through with a debit card, or basically OTC through our partner exchange Blocktrade. If it's through our wallet, users can purchase up to 5,000 euros on the wallet, and they would be also receiving additional airdrops in activity, so additional activity on what you purchase. And if you want to go for bigger amounts beyond 5,000 euros on the Blocktrade over-the-counter services, you can directly, we will provide all of this information by the marketing, but basically you can directly email the Blocktrade team or contact their customer support group and basically purchase further ECS from them directly, and you will be able to also accrue more activity points, which are basically indirect discounts on the product. And this is also for a limited duration and time.
Yeah, awesome. We have just one more question before we start to close this out. What market strategies and moves will you do to raise eCredits price, make more trading volume / liquidity, and take advantage of this market?
And take advantage of
this market.
Of this market. I mean, yes, of course, we are at the, I would say, at the on the doorsteps of the next bull market. We need to get exposure at this point in time. The project is still not very well known beyond the, I would say, mainly the European space. Also, we need to get exposure at this point in time. So we will be targeting exchanges for listings. But this also means that we need to. This is why we're also updating our existing tokenomics. This is why we're also going into this rebranding. So whoever we want to attract externally is not confused with this. With the name that was basically added to three different products, and rebranding is part of the strategy to be able to attract new let's not call them customers, let's call them like to onboard new community members to the project. But also besides that, I mean, we have some, we've been planning some marketing and growth hacks, but all of that is not really relevant if you don't have an actual product use case. And this is what we want to be. I mean, all of these are like some growth gimmicks, but they're not very sustainable. We need to actually also grow in parallel what we have as a product. And this is the chain, and this is the supporting products that are on the chain. We need to start building momentum, because and we build momentum by onboarding new partnerships to the whether it's tokenized projects or whether there's just products with new use cases that can be presented on the chain. And all of these new use cases basically give value to the existing token and create momentum.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for the information. So we're just going to summarize of what we went through in this AMA. So we covered some key topics like basically the fact that eCredits is entering a new phase, a phase of growth. Everything is prepared and in place to push the project and the ecosystem forward and to ride the next bull run in 2024. And the fact that 2024 will be a crucial year for the ecosystem development and growth. We've also talked a little bit about the eCredits transforming on all sides, from branding to product to chain to business goals, etc., and the very adoption of big players, so to say. And so it could be the main priority of eCredits in the future. We also covered things like generally the chain and the real-world asset tokenization, and how there will be a big focus on the ecosystem itself, and the introduction of real-world asset tokenization will maybe one of the drivers of the Web3 in the future. And even reaching a key milestone that we promised, the biggest information that we got today, of course, is the act swap, which has been a huge goal, which is a huge shout out to the whole team, and kudos to Sally, especially for that. There are many more crucial updates in the coming months that are ready to be revealed. Sally, take the floor. Do you have any?
Yeah, for sure.
Add?
I mean, for me, I would sum it up like in one sentence, which is basically empower. I mean, we are in a phase of empowering change and overcoming challenges. When it comes to the overcoming challenges, my main priority in the short term is fulfilling basically to fulfill the promises of the people, and we have already started with this today. With the activation of the activity swap to ECS. We want to basically deliver on our commitments, on our previous commitments, and then move from there onwards. Because once we deliver on our commitments, we would be able to actually reinforce trust and reliability in the project. And this is important for any projects that we want to build sustainably moving forward. And then the second thing I would say in the longer term is to navigate the market challenges. And by navigating the market challenges, this means that we need to adapt to steep learning curves in product development, because we need to be market competitive, and this space is quite challenging. We need to continue in the meantime also validating the product market fit of the existent technology amidst of the new technological shifts that we have. And the third thing is we need to continue competing in a very dynamic market environment. And to be able to do so, we need to do the previous things. So this is how I can sum up our strategy moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're all looking forward to seeing what's next coming up for eCredits. Of course, you can follow us on the social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, anywhere else. Thank you, Sally, once again, so much for taking the time to talk to us and talk to the community, answering these questions. Anyone who hasn't, had a chance to ask their questions yet, feel free to do it so on either Twitter or Facebook. We'll get to them eventually. There'll be a lot of these AMAs upcoming in the future. So if your question isn't answered now, it will be answered at certain points.
Thank you too for having me. Thank you, everyone.